Hello viewers, welcome to the another segment of microwave. In this segment, we are going to discuss microwave passive components. So what is a passive component? Passive component can't generate power. Now let us discuss the passive components of the microwave one by one. So first, we are going to discuss directional coupler. Directional coupler has 4 ports. Port 1 is input. Port 2 is output. Port 3 is coupled port. And port 4 is terminated port. Now, let us discuss the significance of each port one by one. In port 1, we applied power. From the port 2, we will get output. From port 3, a part of the power will be generated. That's why the name of the port 3 is coupled port. And from the port 4, there will be no output power. That's why the name is terminated port. Now, discuss the characteristics of the directional coupler one by one. The first one is known as directivity. It is denoted by the notation capital D is equal to 10 log base 10 P3 by P4 dB. P3 is the power from the port 3 and the P4 is the power from the port 4. Ideally, P4 is equal to 0. Hence, directivity is infinite ideally. The next characteristic is coupling factor, which is denoted by capital C, which is equal to 10 log base 10 P1 by P3 dB, where P1 is the power from the port 1, P3 is the power from the port 3. Next is insertion loss, which is denoted by IL, is equal to 10 log base 10 P2 plus P3 plus P4 by P1 dB, where P2 is the power from the port 2, P3 is the power from the port 3, and P4 is the power from the port 4. Also, the P1 is power from the port 1. The last is isolation, which is equal to 10 log base 10 P1 by P4 dB. P1 is the power from the port 1 and P4 is the power from the port 4. Now, we are going to discuss the S matrix or scattering matrix of this directional coupler. You are already familiar with the scattering matrix in microwave. Capital S is equal to 0P0Q, P0Q0, 0Q0P, and the last row is Q0P0, where P is the forward power and Q is the coupling power. Lastly, we are going to discuss the application of the directional coupler. The application is measure incident and reflected power to VSWR. Second one is signal sampling. Third one is signal injection. And the last application is signal generation or oscillator leveling. The last application of directional coupler is power flow monitoring. Now, let us discuss the E-plane T. This E-plane T has 3 ports. Port 3 is the input port and port 1, port 2 are the output port. But point to be noted, the output from the port 1 and from the port 2 are opposite in direction. That means the signal from the port 1 and from the port 2 are 180 degree out of phase with each other. Now, let us discuss the S matrix of the E-plane T. The S matrix will be B1, B2, B3 is equal to half, half, 1 by root 2. Second row is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2. The last row is 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, 0 into A1, A2 and A3. You are familiar with B and A matrix earlier. Now, B1 will be half of A1 plus half of A2 plus 1 by root 2 A3. B2 will be half of A1 plus half of A2 minus 1 by root 2 A3. And B3 will be 1 by root 2 A1 minus 1 by root 2 A2. Now, let us discuss H-plane T. In H-plane T, it has also 3 ports. The port 3 is input port and port 1 and port 2 are the output port. But in this case, the output signal from the port 1 and from the port 2 are in same phase. Let us discuss the S matrix for this H-plane T. The S matrix will be B1, B2, B3 is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, 1 by root 2. The second row will be minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2. Third row will be 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, 0 into A1, A2, A3. If you simplify this matrix, it will be B1 is equal to half A1 minus half A2 plus 1 by root 2 A3. B2 will be minus half A1 plus half A2 plus 1 by root 2 A3. And B3 will be 1 by root 2 A1 plus 1 by root 2 A2. Now, lastly, discuss the application of E and H plane T. The first application will be E and H plane junction is used to amount the impedance. Second application of E and H plane is it can be used as a duplexer. The last application of the E and H plane T is it can be used as a mixer. That's all for this segment. Practice the S matrix of the E plane T, H plane T and all the theoretical portion of the E plane T and H plane T. Thank you, students. Bye.